Welcome to Best Bits Tip of the Day. Today we're going to cover a lot of areas and I don't even really know what to call it. We're going to address how to do a takeoff on this one simple room. So I've created a measurement, half-inch EMT with 3 number 12s. I'm going to go to the Edit button. Extra length of raceway per point is 10 foot. So what that means is when you select the control key and this white W appears, the next time you click the mouse, it's going to enter whatever distance you have preset here. So we have it set at 10 foot. So when we measure our down runs, it's going to be 10 foot a piece. So we're going to take this W off, and we're going to also select round up. Close. So now we're just going to quickly just go around this room. We've got 70 foot of raceway, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 receptacles. We're going to hit the control key and click it 8 times. Okay, so now we've entered. We're going to take the control key away by clicking the, take the W away by hitting the control key. So now our total for this room is 150 foot, including going up and down. Now you could also, I don't recommend it, but you could also click here, enter the control key, click it, add your 10 foot, and then go around the room. And then when you get here, enter the 10 foot again, click it, take it off, and go to the next one. But it gets really time consuming to do that to me. So I just like to do a room at a time and do the whole thing, and then add the extra later. So doing it around the room, we have 150 foot. So we're gonna assume that this is the way that you would wire this, and we're gonna assume that you didn't go through the wall. We're just giving an example. So we ended up with 150 foot. Now we could have used an average. So we could have said we're going to use 18.75 as an average, and we could have said 8 receptacles times 8.75, and we could have came up with our 50 foot. So we could just average it and come up with the same distance. We also use the distance apart on the software for just our drops, our up and down drops, which is 10 foot. So we could set our distance apart on our receptacles for 10 foot, and then we wouldn't have had to worry with hitting the control key and adding up and down. Or we could average the branch, and then we could scale the home runs, or we could scale everything. You have to find out what's the right way for you. So we're going to go back to the software for just a minute. And so we have 150 foot, we have 70, and then we have 150 foot. Save and close. We're going to go to the receptacles. And so we had 8 receptacles. You could say this distance apart was 18.75, and that covers everything that we took off. You could make this distance apart be 10. That would take those 8 receptacles down the wall, or stub up the wall 10 foot, and then here that would cover the stub ups. We could hit save And then we could go to our branch circuits. And our 1/2 inch with 3 number 12s. You could see that it's 70 foot. So you could enter 70 foot here, and that would take care of the conduit to catch that room. And we were going to say you do the same thing if it's a whole building. So you'd hit Save, Assembly Details, and you could call this Power Branch. Hit Save, Assembly Details, and that's your conduit for your receptacles. Or you could even say receptacles. Receptacle branch. So we go back to this room. And we're going to delete this run. And we're going to start a new one. So let's say you ran your conduit trunk line this way. So even if you ran your trunk line this way and you brought each of your receptacles back up to a point, you're almost exactly the same footage as you were before. So you're at your 70 foot plus your 8 drops, you're back at 100 foot. So don't get too caught up in being exact. It's all going to work out in the same, and the branch isn't the biggest part of the job anyway. You want to spend more time on your feeders, but you can just simply go around the room like in a room like this, and when you bid it, that's what I recommend. Now when you actually install it, you may run MC through the walls and pick up extra money, but you don't want to be so tight on your estimate that you miss it. So I hope you understand now how you can hit the control key, say an assembly, you can hit the control key and add your drop, which will be the distance that you've entered here. Or you can just use your distance apart for your drops. Or you can just average. For example, we said 8 receptacles times 18.75, and we come out with the same amount before. And if we'd have scaled it, and we wanted to use the distance apart, we could divide 8 into the number that the distance, and that would be your true distance apart. So I hope this helps. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you. Have a blessed day.